Up next, Andreas Sahl Andersen.
I was asked to talk about the relationship between us human beings and inanimate objects, which is a subject which is way too far to cover adequately in 5 minutes at all. And where to start? Yeah, it has been really obsessing the mind and philosophy for many hundred years, and in religion as well, with ideas of animism, where different forces, objects, animals are assigned with human values to, in a sense, tell us stories about ourselves. And that kinda is led up to nowadays as well. In the documentary movie that some people might have seen here, called Married to the Eiffel Tower, we follow a couple of people from a very small and rare group called objectum sexuals, who are actually emotionally and sexually engaged with objects. We follow this woman, Erika Eiffel, who is a world-class archer in a relationship with a compound bow. She was in 2003, if I remember right, officially married to the Eiffel Tower and took the name Eiffel after the tower. It's a polygamic sexuality. She's also married to the Berlin Wall, and in the sense that it's not existing anymore, she's building models of the wall, so she can be together with her beloved wall, of course. The problem is it's gone now, and she doesn't understand why. She doesn't understand why it is gone, and how anybody could be so cruel to take away her beloved one. So, while watching this documentary, it made me think of what is really, because it seems in the first point so absurd, right? How you can be sexually engaged with an object. But aren't we all? In many ways.
Yeah.
When you're petting your iPhone or your touchpad, isn't that some sort of sexual intercourse? But with whom? Because the object is definitely not having a soul, does it? But we human beings, we tend to project ourselves into everything which is not moving. It has always been like that, and it will probably always be like that. It comes actually with the entire sense of how we relate to phenomena in general. Because if it's not, a thing cannot really exist in a sense if it's not induced with either time and space, which is properties of us, our minds. And that means that objects only exist in the relation to us. If we were not there to see them, to touch them, to sense them, they would not really be real. So it comes really fast to the point that they are projections of ourselves. Objects are only projections of ourselves, and they're getting personalities from that. Now where to go on? Yes, and in our recent consummation society, it's even more like on top in the way that we give our objects characteristics, and it's a huge part of the entire commercial the way of commercializing products, advertising, and so forth. And the good old Karl Marx said in the religion, in his theories on reification, reification means the making into things, which is very related to his theories on alienation. But the point is basically that when things, commodities, are made by human hands, it is really representing the time that the human is putting into the thing to make it. So things are becoming subjects in the sense that that's something we trade with each other. It's having characteristics. It's telling something about ourselves, whether what we trade with each other, what we buy, what we don't buy. And we are becoming objects to the subject-object, and so forth. And I guess that's it.